everybody, and welcome to week 2 of NFL Big Pick 4, the show where the experts, the gurus of sports picks, of NFL sports picks. Whoa. Okay, no. Why are you waving? What happened?
No, I was saying hi.
Oh, I thought he
waving
was
to the
waving
fans.
me off. I thought he was waving me off because of the what do you call it? The sound. I thought you couldn't hear the sound or something.
No, I was waving to the fans.
Leave it to Brian.
Okay, yeah, Manny, don't do that. Okay, take her down.
Likes it.
Okay, that's enough. Take her down then. Take her down. No, I don't want her to jump on the computer. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 2 of NFL Big Pick 4, the show where the sports handicapping, the NFL I won't say sports, the NFL handicapping gurus, Big B, Brian, and Big D, Danny, will give you the best 4 picks for Sunday's NFL games, to include the guarantees, which are the Big D, Danny guarantee, and the Big B, Brian guarantee. Go ahead.
I just want to say to our competitor, we have some friendly rivalry out there for Real Pick 4, another rival website, and he will be starting his show next week. I just wanted to, we're kind of doing a little promo for the other show, our rivalry, our competitor, and I just want the audience to know that their show starts next week.
Why would you promote your competitor?
Because, friendly rivalry helps our show. It's good to have a little rivalry, Scott, right? It makes you better.
So good luck to Ryan on his show next week.
Yeah, good luck, Ryan.
Hope everything goes well and you get your picks right.
Yeah.
All right. Week 1 recap. The big pick, one out of 4. This is how it went down. On the guarantees, they were wins. The Lions didn't cover. I highly cautioned about a spread greater than 6 points, and we did get burnt on that. Or Danny did get burnt on that on his guarantee.
Yeah.
The other ones weren't even close. Neither of them were.
But we would have had the San Diego pick if you would have given us that Monday night game. San Diego won.
Yeah, but I guarantee that if you pick Monday night games for the whole season, there's no way you're even going to be 50%. I mean, that was just one of those Monday night situations where you knew it was Oakland, and I mean how many NFL teams still play with a baseball field in the middle of their field?
They're the only ones.
Yeah, they're the only ones. So that wasn't a hugely challenging pick. Okay, so do you have any other comments on week 1? Of course, the big O is the kiss of death thus far for week 1.
Well, I have a comment. During week 1, one of the announcers had some good analysis of what happened, especially with home underdogs the first week of the season, that they tend to put out their best effort of the year in that game because they're fired up. They've had plenty of time to prepare for it. They have like a month. They're from their home crowd. They're the underdog, and they play their best game. And that happened, I think, not necessarily the Cleveland game, but definitely in the Rams. They were fired up, even though they were on the road. But they were fired up, and they put their best effort forward. They may not do that ever again, but they did. Cleveland put up a good effort. And I forget who the other team was. Tampa. And I forget. There was someone other underdog that didn't let the favorite cover the spread, and because they just put out good efforts. So you see that in subsequent weeks they might lose their spirit as the season progresses if they lose games that they played hard in. But you see that especially early in the season, which makes it a little tougher to pick these games. I mean, who knew the Jets were going to put up 48 points? I mean, who saw that one coming?
Yeah. I don't have any excuses for that. I mean, I can't even. We blew that one. We blew that.
Oh yeah.
We blew it.
Yeah, Buffalo was horrible. Oh man, that was just.
I don't think anybody saw that coming though. 20-point win.
Yeah, I mean that was incredible. But it happens. That's the NFL. But hopefully, as the season goes forward, we'll get better. And
Yeah, it was a bad week. I mean,
yeah, we're chalk up to a bad week. This week, Brian got his big B, so that's good.
So I'm 1-0 on Dan.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh,
All right, so let me.
and we did tie. Brenton was also 1-3.
Yes, he went 1-3 last week.
The guy we have the bet with.
And this week also, Ed Perkins thrown his hat in the ring for this too. So he submitted some picks, us random teams.
Yeah, we got another coworker.
So let's see.
Where did they go? Oh,
So how's the overall look? Are we tracking on this?
Yep.
The big A,
yeah.
We're good.
0-1. The big B, 1-0. The big O, 0-1. And overall, 1-3.
Hey, Scott. Though, when we first started the show, wasn't the premise that you bet on the other games, but that you put all your money on the Big B guarantee because I'm the guru. So if you did bet your mortgage on my right, Scott?
Yeah, right. They'd be homeless.
No, they would have won.
Maybe this week.
Hey, Brady might be my love train. Tom Brady might be the love train this
Yeah,
year.
maybe. Maybe. Even though it's a huge spread this week. What was it, 14.5?
Yeah, I'm staying away from that.
Yeah.
Well, so much for the love train. He's already already staying away from the quote love train, right?
Yeah, Brian left him at the altar this week.
We gotta make sure we got, just in case he's gonna have it at some point in the future. We gotta make sure we got that ready. Oh yeah, she's ready.
The love train, baby.
The love train is ready. Get aboard. All right, there you have it. A recap of week 1. So now we can actually start this week's show, which begins with Big Danny D's Vag of the Week, culminating with the Vaggie Award, which will be presented during the Super Bowl show.
All are welcome.
All right, my Vag of the week are the officials. They were awful. That was brutal. I mean, the guy doing the Eagles game said the green team and the white team. I mean, that was pretty bad. The guy in the Arizona game, he gave Seattle an extra timeout just for fun. I mean, I'm surprised the guys didn't botch the game in Minnesota because I went to overtime, and the overtime has different rules this year than it did in previous years. They were awful. There were double the pass interference penalties called week 1 this year than last year.
Yeah, and did you see Deshaun Jackson yelling at the officials?
The average penalties per game was up by like 2 or 3 than it was in previous seasons. I think usually it's around 13. This year it's like 15.5.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
It was awful. These guys are bad. They didn't know what to do. They were confused all the time. There's meetings. Some of these games took forever because they didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
So they are the week 1 Badger of the week.
Week 2.
Week 2, I'm sorry,
Week 2.
are the officials.
So you're calling out the rent-a-refs.
Yeah. Yes, the rent-a-refs sucked.
Did you see where the one ref stood there for about a minute and a half trying to figure out the number of the player he was calling the penalty?
Yeah, that was in the Arizona game.
He was giving hand gestures. He's going, what number? What
He
number?
kept yelling at the other guys, like, what number? Just give me a number. I mean, he should have just made up a number at that point and made himself look
69.
better. Number 64, it just, I don't know. That was terrible. The league.
And even the announcers call out the number. They're like, 91. We're trying to help you out up here.
Yeah, but it was funny, too. In the Denver-Pittsburgh game, Chris Collinsworth said to Al Michaels, I think you know more about refereeing than these guys do. In that game, they took the 2-minute warning. See, the way it's supposed to work is the team, Denver, I think, scored a touchdown. And then you're supposed to do the try, then you have the 2-minute warning. Instead, they had the 2-minute warning in between the touchdown and the extra point try. I mean, that was terrible. So those guys suck. And the NFL is full of shit saying that they're just as good as the regular guys. I mean,
yeah. They were
bad.
I heard they were like Division 3
some of them,
refs.
some of these guys have been
They weren't
retired
even
for
Division
years,
1.
too.
They weren't even Division 1.
No. And some of these guys have been retired for 10 years. It's brutal.
Yeah.
It's a shame. Hope the old guys come back soon so they can end it.
That is a call to the old refs to please come back.
That's a call to Mr. Ed Hockley.
From Big B and Big D.
Yes.
Please come back.
Ed, come back.
Yes, and Mike
Mike
Carey.
Carey.
Mike Carey. I love you, Mike Carey.
And what's his name? Brian's favorite. What's that guy's name? Alberto Riveron.
No, you can stay. You can stay home. You can do whatever else you mailman or whatever else you are.
All right, so there you have it. Week 2, Badge of the Week, and Now, moving on to the first combined pick presented by Big Danny D.
All right, the first pick for week 2 is Minnesota at Indy. Indy is giving a point. This is Andrew Luck's home debut in Indianapolis. I believe the crowd and the team is going to be really fired up for this. This is the real rebirth of the franchise after Peyton Manning was gone. So I just feel that the crowd's going to be fired up, the team's going to be fired up, and they're going to put a good performance out there. Minnesota's not a great team. I mean, their defense is okay. They have Allen, but other than that, there's not much there. They made Blaine Gabbert look good, and Blaine Gabbert's awful. So Andrew Luck was actually competent, actually had a decent game against the Bears. I believe will be competent enough to lead the Colts to victory in this game. So I'm picking the Colts to win outright. So everyone should bet on the Colts this week.
And that's a +1, by the way.
Yeah, +1
They're
for
home.
Indy.
They're a home dog.
Yeah, home dog.
Home dog, home doggy.
Home dog.
Excellent. Okay, so we've got the first combined pick for week 2 in the books. And Mandy has an announcement she wants to make quickly.
I'm a rhinestone cowgirl.
You weren't even in the camera.
Very well. Very nice.
Very nice.
Okay, let's have the second combined pick from Big B, Brian.
All right. The second combined pick is we're going to take Kansas City +3 over Buffalo. They're playing at Buffalo, but I still think Kansas City is going to win. Some of my notes that I have that Kansas City's defense is 6th against the pass. I also have that Tamba Ali, he's their best pass rusher. He missed last week. He's back. He's going to be able to put pressure on Buffalo's quarterback. I also know that Buffalo lost their starting running back, Fred Jackson, and their starting wide receiver, David Nelson. Nelson's going to be out the rest of the year. Jackson will be out 4 weeks. Basically, both teams are pretty bad. I was looking at stats, offense, defense last year. Their rankings in all the different categories, they're both pretty low. They're pretty bad. They're pretty much equally bad. I just thought that Kansas City last week even though they lost by 20 points, I thought they looked better than Buffalo. Buffalo looked horrible.
They got annihilated.
Right, and I honestly think having Tamba Ali back, he had 16 sacks last year. He's going to put a lot of pressure on Ryan Fitzpatrick, and I think Ryan Fitzpatrick is not a good quarterback. Matt Castle doesn't turn the ball over nearly as much, and they got Jamal Charles back. He played well last week. I think Kansas City could run the ball. Anyway, I see Kansas City winning in a close game, 17-13.
Well, hopefully they cover the spread.
Well, no, they're +3.
I know, but hopefully it's not 17-14. How about a 21-14? That sounds a little better.
No, but they
24-17. How about that?
They automatically cover the spread.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
Even if they lose, they would cover the spread. They lose
Yeah.
by 2.
Yeah. So.
Anyway,
So there you have it. You've got the second combined pick
Kansas City +3.
for this week. So you've got 2 underdogs for the 2 combined pick. They're getting a little trigger shy with the big favorites. Brian wouldn't get on his own love train this week. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and now a word from this week's Big Pick 4 sponsor.
Hi, babe.
No.
The Sony Vaio notebook with inbuilt camera.
And we're back for the second half of the Big Pick 4 NFL sports handicapping expert picking show. And we're going to move on to the first guarantee. These are the lock it in picks for week 2 NFL, starting with the big Danny D guru.
All right.
Let's have it.
All right, my guarantee pick this week is Houston -7 at Jacksonville. Houston covered a big spread at home last week against Miami, which was impressive. Houston has won 5 of the last 7 matchups, including 3 straight against Jacksonville, which is a struggling team trying to find their identity. They held Miami to 275 yards of total offense last week, which isn't very good. Jacksonville is 3-7 last 10 games. They get terrible home crowds. They have to tarp off half the stadium. They have no offensive weapons other than Maurice Jones-Drew. Everyone else stinks. Blaine Gabbert's horrible. He hasn't proven that he's a good quarterback or even a good backup quarterback yet. And the Texans are good at all 3 phases of the game. They're good at offense, defense, and special teams. They can really pressure a team any of those phases. They can pitch a shutout or score on defense or put up 40 points on offense or get a kick return, block a punt. They're just a very well-organized team. And where Jacksonville seems like everything's going every which way all the time, and nobody knows what's happening. The owner's crazy. He says all kinds of stuff. Now they're going to play 1 home game a season next 3 years in London because nobody shows up. It's a bad situation there, and I feel Houston's going to take advantage of it. They know this is their chance to run away with the division. Every team in that division sucks, and they have a chance to do something special. So I'm picking Houston to win by more than 7 points against Jacksonville.
And I'd also like to say that I have Houston going to the AFC Championship game this year.
Yeah,
Just thought I'd throw that in there.
Yeah, Houston should be pretty good. They should have an easy ride to the playoffs. That division's awful.
Wow. Oh, so yet again we're going in for a guarantee. Dan didn't feel the pain enough last week with going with a cover greater than 6 points. He's jumping right back in the fray.
Yes, I am.
He's got big balls.
7-point
He's got
cover
boulders
favorite.
between his legs.
Balls of brass.
Oh my God! Do you have those ones hanging off the back of your pickup truck too, Dan? where they put the trailer on?
Truck nuts.
Yeah, do you have truck nuts?
I don't have a truck.
But if you did,
I would get truck nuts.
yeah, really. I mean, nerves of steel. I mean, this guy, you can't push him off these huge covers. It's amazing.
Well,
All right, so now we're going to follow it up with our second guarantee surefire pick of week 2 with Big B. Let's have it.
All right, my Big B guarantee. Thank you, Mandy. My Big B guarantee for week 2 is Baltimore. They are now +1. They're playing at Philly. I'm taking Baltimore. I think Vic. The main this might be a first in the history of handicapping, but I'm picking a team because the opposing quarterback is not very good. Michael Vick started out with he has a 54.7 passer rating against the blitz, which is the 28th lowest in the league. The Ravens are going to blitz a lot, and also another fact: the Ravens, more than any other team in the NFL, blitz their corners. So they're going to confuse Michael Vick. They're going to have corners blitzing from all over. Michael Vick's going to have 2 or 3 turnovers again, like he did last week. Also, I have that the Baltimore Ravens, their defense is 2nd overall last year. They were 3rd against the run, 4th against the pass. They also have an improved offense this year. They have a good screen game, and Philly can't stop the screen. They're probably going to throw a lot of screens to Ray Rice and the tight end. I actually think this could be blowout of the week. I predict somewhere around 31-17, 31-14. I just think Michael Vick, Andy Reid doesn't know how to use Michael Vick. They don't know how to use his skills. He's not a pocket passer. Vick is not built to throw the ball 45 times a game. I just see Baltimore's defense confusing Vick throwing interceptions. I see the Philly offense not being able to do much. And Baltimore's offense looked pretty good last week. I just think it's going to be a long day. I even see maybe a defensive score by the Ravens, interception, fumble, recovery. So I'm saying like 31-14 in that ballpark. So that's my Big B guarantee, and I am going against my beloved Eagles. Sorry to Eagles Nation. I just think they need to do something. The offense needs to change their scheme for Vic. I think they need to readjust.
Yeah, Steve Justice was not happy about this pick that you picked against the Eagles. I told him about it. So.
Yeah, the guy last year who yelled at me. Remember that guy, Scott? Remember the guy who gave me a hard time at work?
Yeah, you're going to get it again,
Yeah, I'm
right?
gonna get. I don't care.
Yeah, well, Philly was not that impressive last week, even with the win.
And did you notice how the line went from -2 in favor of the Eagles to +1? That says a lot. I think that does say a lot about the Eagles and how they played last week.
Okay, thank you.
Did you notice the line move like that, Scott?
Oh. Brian will always love you, Eagles. Even though that wasn't
winners. I want people that want to win.
Yeah, even though that wasn't the one I was trying to play, but I said, "Wow, thank you, God, that one was even better." I will always love you. That's right, because that's the one. Okay, thank you, Manny. That's the one we always play when Brian picks the Eagles,
Yeah.
right? That was our go-to.
Yeah, I will always love you. Yeah. Sounds like
Oh, you
Dan.
got to do
Yeah, I'm pretty good at singing.
No, that's Scott.
So there
That's
you
Scott
have it.
singing Beast of Burden at my birthday party.
No, that's you fighting with the karaoke guy after he got bribed.
All right, so there you have it. Week 2 is in the books.
Go, Brian!
Yay.
Okay, there's the other cat appearance.
The random cat appearance of the show.
Toonsis the driving cat.
This cat is cheering for you, too. Go, Brian!
Okay, so
There's another one, too.
there you have it. The picks are in the book. We're going to recap them after we hear from Big B with this week's Week 2 man violation.
Go, Brian!
All right. This week's.
That-
Meow.
okay, that-
All right. This is going to be a first. This is a precedent here. I'm doing something new here. My man violation is actually not going to be a specific act, general act by a man, by men in general. This is by one specific man. The man violation for this week is the guy who I called out last week wants me to rescind it because he said I didn't tell the truth and I misrepresented facts. He said they weren't. He said that when he got together with his friends that they weren't scheduled. He said they were spontaneous wine tasting events. So my man violation of the week is Stuart Wolf for whining about the previous week's man violation. So Stuart Wolf is the man violation for week 2 for whining about a previous man violation. Thank you.
Wow, that's perfect. So definitely out ahead. He's like Usain Bolt of man violations here. Definitely competing for the man violation of his season already with a 2-0 perfect record thus
In
far.
Stuart's defense, he is going on a trip next week to, first he's going to Amsterdam for a day, and then he's going to Oktoberfest in Germany for a week. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Now, well, I don't want to give it away, but I think I will consult with you gentlemen this week because I think he may actually still be in the running for a week 3 man violation, but I don't want to give it away prior to next week's show. Wow, so that's awesome. Yeah, what do they call that when you do that where you say, well, it's true we have this boys wine tasting club, but we don't have an official website or we don't calendar these events and the list goes on. So there you have it, and we're gonna do now our recap of week 2 picks to include the Big O. Big O. All right. Now I'm looking at the Big O being the Colts. I think Andrew Luck is going to have his first game where he settles down and starts clicking for the Colts. And as Dan mentioned, we have no confidence in the Vikes Now, as far as the overall, we've got 3 away teams, 2 of them being dogs. Again, now, yeah, Texans is a big cover. Weather's obviously not a factor in at the Jags. Fellas, do you have any final comments?
I guess except for Dan, we stayed away from big spreads. 3 out of the 4 picks, we stayed away from the big spread. And I guess that's.
Yeah, I mean,
And all underdogs, mind
well,
you.
except for the
I mean,
Texans.
basically pick'ems are
The
underdogs.
Texans are not underdogs.
Yeah, except for the Big
Yeah.
D. Yeah.
Well, they're small spreads. I mean, they're it's all reasonable. The Colts and Ravens could win by more than a point. So, obviously you don't know what you're going to get from Kansas City and Buffalo because they stink. But we'll see how it goes.
So I didn't really see the game with the Lions at home yesterday as them even being in contention for that 9-point cover, were they not? I mean, they were pretty much struggling the whole game.
Yeah,
to
they
win.
didn't come out until the end
Didn't
and win the
Stafford
game.
throw 3 interceptions?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, it's one of those games where the underdog was really fired up for the first game of the season, and you have a month to plan for it, so you can know the tendencies a bit better of the group you're facing instead of, just as a regular week 2 game or week 3 game, where you have regular preparation for these things for a non-division opponent.
Well, and I think the Ravens are looking amazing this season, so we're going to have to be looking at them as a possible love train team as well.
Yeah, Peyton Manning's
true.
back too. Manning looked good,
Yes, he did.
and the Broncos defense played well.
Yeah, they got the winning score.
It's going to be an exciting season.
Yes, it is.
No doubt. Manny's going to help us out
All right.
All right.
with this week's cat show, the Big Pick Cat Show. Where are you going, Manny? Oh, she said just a second.
Oh, I see. Cat show.
Hey,
I don't know what she doesn't have her pom-poms yet.
come on.
Dance from her dance team. So next time she would have the pom-poms from the dance team.
Hey, Scott.
All right.
Scott, I have a question.
Yeah.
Real quick question. Yo, I got my wedding invitation. It didn't say anything about the attire. Can I just wear a sports blazer with khakis and a tie? I don't need to wear a tux, right?
No, it's in Halloween. It's in October. It's a Halloween. It's a costume party.
No, it's not. Shut up. Scott.
Yes, it
No.
is. It's a combined wedding and
I hate
costume
you.
party.
I hate you, Scott. Why can't you be? No, I'm serious. I need to know.
I think you should go as no.
He can go as
I
Incredible
got-
Hulk. He has plenty of tight shirts he can rip off.
You should go as Chumley from Pawn Stars.
Nobody even watches that show except you, Scott.
So, ladies and gentlemen, do not invest in those risky hedge funds. What you need to do is go out and place your bets on these 4 picks, especially the guarantees. You may want to double down on the guarantees. And as always, go out, place your bets, and
Score
with
with Big Pick
Four with
Four.
Big Pick
Four.
Four.
Yeah.
Mandy got her fan makeup on. How do you like that? She's a super fan.
Hey, Scott, can you, one more thing before you go, can you text me the password? Can you text me my password?
Oh yeah, it's
Just text it to me.
okay. Text you your password.
Yeah.
For your fantasy team, right? Right.
What's up, Mandy?
Hi.
And I put a antivirus on here, so you shouldn't have the problems of last week.
Yeah, we're going good now. All right, let me get my let me get the music set up here. I gotta get the Rocky music. Where's my Rocky music?
What's
There it is.
Rocky music? The song you were singing?
No, it's a song.
Hey, Scott, did you tell Mandy that Uncle Dan's going to be paying for Mandy's college?
Oh,
Did you let Mandy know?
I get free college.
I'm not anybody's uncle. Thank you very much.
Me.
Does she know she'll be taking care of her Uncle Brian someday?
Probably.
You lift your suit up there if you want.
My dad says he's a rhinestone.